What's up, everybody? We are back doing another video and drinking a cup of coffee because we all love 7-Eleven coffee. Before we get into it, I want to announce a giveaway. We are starting a new round of giveaways, $10 Amazon gift card, and I got about 15 of them, so $150 in all. I'm going to give them out over the course of the next couple videos, so to be a part of that, to be involved in the giveaway, you have to be a subscriber, obviously, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. The only things you have to do other than that are hit the like button down there on the video and leave a comment. That's it. Leave a comment and hit the like button, and you will be entered to win the Amazon gift cards. We're going to do probably one per video, but I'm going to give them out maybe in multiples. I haven't decided yet over the course of the next few videos. So make sure you're a subscriber and you take part in that. Alright, so today we are going over my EDC stuff. This is more of an update from the last video. I haven't done one since February of last year. I noticed that, so I figured it was time. I'm going to go over basically what I've been carrying lately, and a lot of this stuff is newer gear that I've gotten, and the reason I've been carrying it is because I'm testing it out. For example, this knife. This is a piece that I've been carrying for about probably, let's say a month. I've been carrying it for about a month just because I want to, break her in and really get a feel for it before I do a video on it. Anyway, let's see. Let's start with this. Now, typically, I don't normally carry a Zippo just because they're kind of a pain in the butt. You have to always keep up with filling these. So, like I said in my my first video, the EDC for beginners, this thing comes out like this. Let's see, it's kind of stuck in there, but it comes out like this, and you have to constantly refill it with lighter fluid, even if you're not using it. So even if you don't carry it and use it, it just sits in your pocket for emergency purposes. You still have to refill this thing semi-regularly, probably with every week or so. The only reason I'm carrying this one is because today, primarily, it's very, very windy. Generally speaking, I'd carry a Bic. But I just figured, since it's so windy today, I'll just carry the Zippo, and it doesn't get a lot of use, so I don't know. I figured I'd break it in a little bit more. This thing was part of my EDC for probably 2 years. I switched up my chapstick, again, like I was saying, just because of testing purposes. This is a Bum Chapstick. I don't know if you can see it there. This is going to be probably my chapstick this summer. That's why I wanted to make sure I was getting it in. But it's an SPF chapstick, so it provides protection from UVA, UVB rays. Yeah, I know, kind of dorky, but it's actually really good, and it smells like coconut. It's a little on the pricey side. Yeah, I think it was like $3 or $4, but it still acts as a extender as far as when you're using it to light a fire. So either way, it's still going to be good. I just wanted to try this one out for when I go to the beach this summer because I have a lot of vacation plans. So I'm liking it so far. Definitely like the smell, and I like the protection. Not so much the $4 price tag, though. This is a dollar store pen that I bought. This is an anti-gravity pen. And what that offers is, and a lot of guys will kind of be dorky about it or whatever, and some people are into those tactical pens. That is not me. I think they're absolutely useless. I'd rather have like a collapsible baton or something like that. You could get a collapsible baton in this size, but I don't use this for anything other than writing. The only thing I'd say about it is when you write with them, a normal pen requires gravity. This one you can write upside down or whatever. It's pressurized. It has pressurized air inside here. This only cost $1, so it was definitely worth it. But one thing I have to say about it is I've broken one of these pens already. So I bought one. This may look like hardened aluminum or something, but it isn't. It's like, I want to say it's plastic. And if you take it apart, it does unscrew. And no, it will not release the pressure of the air. It's kind of encapsulated there. That's it. So you can tell kind of by the insides there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see here. See if it'll focus a little bit better. Yeah, that's just all plastic. So if you put this in your pocket and you're wearing some tight jeans or whatever, hopefully you're not wearing skinny jeans because that's not the kind of stuff we rock here. But if you wear any kind of tight jeans or tight pants or you have too much junk in your pants, it does have a weak point right there, and that's what happened with my last one. I cracked it, but it only cost $1, so it wasn't a big deal. And for me, when I do my writing, like if I'm working on something or building something, hanging drywall, whatever, any kind of use like that, it is beneficial. Like if I'm writing on a wall and I put it on the wall to write something down, a quick note or a measurement of some kind, this is beneficial because some pens, like maybe a Bic for example, will the gravity isn't in effect there because you're writing like this horizontally as opposed to vertically. So this, you won't have a problem with that. With a Bic, you may have trouble because the gravity isn't pushing the ink down into the pen. So that's why I bought one of these. That's why I like it. Not tactical whatsoever. Just got it because I thought it was cool. This is my old faithful Leatherman. You guys know about that if you've seen my videos before. Love this, the Leatherman Wave. This has been with me for a couple of years now. Still cleaned up, no rust. I use this all the time. I find little uses for it at work and around the house. There's always little things that need to be done. You need a little tool, bottle openers, you know, can openers, screwdrivers, whatever. Like for example, the door handle on the fridge this morning just came loose. It was rattling a little bit, so I used the screwdriver to tighten it up a little bit. So just little things like that. It is always useful to have one of these, especially if you're using it every day and you carry it every day. You will find uses for this. I didn't want to go upstairs and have to hunt for a screwdriver in my bag, so I just popped this thing out, screwed it back on, good to go. And this Leatherman is just super, super awesome. I think they run about 45 bucks, 50 bucks, depending on where you get them. Home Depot generally has the best prices that I found. But yeah, that's my Leatherman, and I do use this a lot. This did not come with it, this case. I bought this on the secondary market, but it was only 5 bucks, so double stitched. It's really, really been good for me. This is my old faithful flashlight. I've had this for a while now. This is a Thrunite. Let me see here. Oh, focus in there, buddy. Well, it's a Thrunite Ti3, and this just operates on a little AAA battery. And I found this the other day. I was at a see, it's a little AAA Rayovac. I was at a Easter party with my family, and I noticed one of my family members had one of those pen flashlights, and I'm not sure which model it was. I don't think it was that pricey, and obviously you can get some that have like 6,000 watt lights or whatever. I just think that's ridiculous. You don't really need that. Some people may have a use for it. I personally don't. I use this when I'm looking under the couch to find stuff that I may have lost. If I'm digging around in my car at night and I need to look under the seat, etc., etc. There's all kinds of, you know, little uses for this, but this one really offers a lot of options here. So you got I use this setting. It's really, really low. You can barely see it, but I use that whenever I buy a new gun because I put that down the barrel to see how the rifling is and see if there's any rust or anything down there. So there's a use there. Then you turn it again and it gets brighter, and that's a good like average everyday use kind of thing. And then you turn it again and it gets real bright. So it's kind of hard to see there, but you can tell it's actually very bright. And the battery on this lasts for a while. This thing has been very useful for me. It's an LED flashlight, so that bulb in there is supposed to last for like 30,000 hours or something like that. But as you can see, this thing's well broken in, and I've been carrying it for a couple years, but totally, totally worth it. I think this was $15 or $20 on Amazon, and it has lasted me for a long time. Absolutely worth it. And it's so tiny. I mean, just look at it. It's like the size of my pinky finger almost. Absolutely worth it. And those pen lights, I've just found that they take up a lot of space. I do use them occasionally, but this one has just been so worth it just because of the weight, the size, and the brightness. It's been everything I've needed for 2 years now, so I'm not going to have an issue there. This is the Benchmade Adamas, and I got this just because it's like a beefy kind of soldier tactical folding blade, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to do a review on this later on, but I've been carrying it just to kind of get a feel for it and see if, you know, it's something that I can condone EDCing every day. As it stands right now, this thing has been pretty reliable. It is D2 tool steel by Benchmade, and I really do like this knife. It's just a little on the beefy side. We will get to that in the review I finally end up doing on this one, but it has been pretty hefty. We'll say that. But yeah, it offers a lot in the way of performance for heavy duty tasks. And I think that, you know, I can't really say right off the bat, but I think that this was designed for military use because it does come with a pouch like this for your belt. I don't really need that. It has a clip also, and I don't really need a pouch. I find that that's kind of difficult if you ever needed it in a self-defense kind of scenario. But this is much more accessible if you carry it in your pocket like that. Pretty solid. I'm digging that. This is my new wallet. I switched out the other one just because it was so bulky and it needed to go. I'm going to try to keep my information private there, but let's see if I can do that. I'll keep that private. And it is pretty thin overall. I mean, it offers a couple of pockets there. You got one there and one in the back. I keep my cash in here and only a couple of cards. Keep my concealed carry permit and my ID and a couple other things in there. And it has this little back pocket for, you know, whatever, loose cash, maybe a spare key to your house if you lost it or something like that. But it's super, super thin, and I really needed that because the big one, the big wallet that I had previously, I found that I wasn't carrying it as much. I was putting it in my EDC bag, which we're not going to see today just because it's too much time to get into that. But this one is so much more, I don't want to say ergonomic, but it's slim, so it really fits my profile a lot better. I can put this in a back pocket, in a side pocket, and I won't even notice it. The other one was just too big. It was probably about that thick as compared to this one. And I just found that I didn't need all the stuff I was carrying in there. So as far as that is concerned, this has been an awesome wallet. Now, the only thing I'd say is this one is not RFID. So if you are one of those people that is super crazy about having an RFID blocker, that's great. That's all well and good. I don't need that because personally, I don't like RFID chips. So whenever I get a card that has an RFID chip, I automatically punch a hole in the RFID chip on the card, which doesn't affect the card's use at all. But I don't want to have that. I just don't like it. I don't want any part of that on my person. I don't like having any more than I have to. Other than my phone, I don't like having any kind of scannable items. I try to actively avoid that if possible. I would show you my phone, but I'm actually recording using it. It is an iPhone 6s Plus in black with an all black OtterBox on it. It's awesome. I love it. The OtterBox has been amazing for this phone. It's a commuter model, so check that out. It's probably like $40. I think I've spent $40 online on Amazon, but it has been awesome, and I really like it a lot better. In my previous video, I did one with the OtterBox Defender, which is like the bulky, heavy-duty model. And I just found that with this phone, I thought that the commuter is much more efficient in protection and slimness. So I would definitely check out that if you have an iPhone. This has been another thing I've been testing out. This is my new carry gun for the next 2 weeks probably. This is the Rock Island 1911 Compact Tactical. It's the smaller version. It's the 3.5-inch barrel, and I'm going to do a review on this. I have been shooting it a lot, so I do trust that it is an accurate shooter and that I can operate it proficiently. I've been carrying it more so I can say that I've been able to use it and see what the actual carry weight on this thing is. She is so sleek and so sexy, and I cannot wait to tell you guys about it when I do the review. But this thing is just awesome, and for everyone freaking out about it, it is empty. There's no bullets in the magazine, so yeah, she's awesome. These things are hard to come by these days. I've been looking on Buds for about, I don't know, 2 months trying to get one, and they are just really hard to come by. Every time they come back in stock, they almost immediately disappear. And I can tell you without having to do the review that I would absolutely buy this gun. If you see one online for less than $500, buy it. Absolutely buy it, because this is such a steal. And without getting into too much detail on all the ergonomics and efficiency of all the stuff, I would definitely say that this would be a solid under $500 gun. Now, I purchased this one at a steal of a price. I got a really good deal on it, brand new. I'm going to tell you guys about that later on when we do the review. But, dude, this thing is just so sweet. Woo! Love it. So, yeah, I would definitely check that out. It's the Rock Island TAC, or Tactical. I think it's under TAC, T-A-C. TAC 1911 3.5. It's the compact model. And I'm just rocking this stupid Uncle Mike's case here. Don't worry about that. I am going to upgrade this one. But for now, this is what I got. Alright, so we got that stuff there. Throw all that in a pile so you can see what I was going over. And these are on my wrists, always. You guys know, G-Shock, paracord, don't need to go into that. If you want to know the reasons I carry these, check out the other video, or the last 2 videos I did on my EDC gear, and I'll go into more detail on that. One of the other alternates, if I go into Maryland, which I do pretty frequently because I work down there, I can't carry this, so I carry this. This is mace, Saber mace. I've been carrying this for 3 years now. I don't like to carry it. I would obviously prefer a firearm, but in Maryland you can't carry firearms concealed, so you gotta kind of switch out on that and carry one of these bad boys. All right, guys, if you want to be involved in that giveaway, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you leave a comment on the video. You need to be a subscriber for it to count, so make sure you do all that stuff, and you will be entered to win the $10 Amazon gift card. More to come, guys. See y'all later.